Hello, welcome back to my channel, and in this episode I'm going to explain support and resistance levels. Now this is the third video of the beginner series and I do hope you're enjoying it so far. I do advise you to watch all these episodes because to become a profitable trader you have to get the basics down first before you even put on a trade. So if you're thinking this is a get-rich-quick scheme, it's not. You literally have to put in the work if you want to succeed. And without a doubt, if you put in the work, you will definitely become profitable over time. So there's no point me just shilling my trading strategy without you knowing the basics first. So I like I said in the very first lesson that you have your trading journal, and it's always a good idea to take some quick notes. Just so you can refresh it. If you ever forget, you can just go back on your trading journal and just refresh what you just took in at the start. And yeah, it's a good way of retaining all the information. Even when down the line, when I do give you some trading strategies that you can copy, it's always good to jot down all your trades and keep track of them that way. So in the long run, you will learn from them. Even if you make a trade and it goes the other way, you will learn from it. When you jot it down, have a little trading journal, keep track of all your trades. It's very, very helpful. Okay, enough of me rambling on there. So let's dive into the content. So as you can see here from the diagram, you have the chart. The price action comes up, bounces here, continues higher, sells off, comes back down, bounces here. So we already have two touches. This is 1, 2, and then the price action continues higher and it gets sold off here the second time, but bounces again for the third time. So we know that these three touches here, you know that the buyers come in on the market, so we call that support. So you can draw your support line touching these three bounces here. And it's the same for up here then. We've seen that the market is sold off here and here. So we can say, okay, this is where sellers are selling off their positions and making the price push down lower. Now, as you can see, the price came up here and broke through the resistance, and it came back and held the resistance as support. Now we call that an SR flip. So basically is where it's bullish momentum, the price breaks out through resistance. Always wait for it to see if it tested as support. So as you can see here, the price came back down, tested it as support, buyers came back in and bought up and cause it to go higher. Again, it sells off here again, comes back down, hits support again and goes back up again. And again, sells off here, hits the support area and off it go again. So from this chart, you can actually see that once the line was once resistance and eventually it flipped into support. And you'll see that time and time again. And another thing is just to acknowledge that when the price does break through resistance, it's very important that you wait to see it retest support, because sometimes what you could have is a bull trap where it breaks out through resistance. Everyone gets bullish, crazy bullish, and they all go long. But it's a bull trap, and you'll see it fall back into this zone here. So it doesn't get held by support. So as a trader, you want it to see it, the buyers come in here and see the support level hold. So when it comes to support and resistance lines, you can draw them in any time frame. Doesn't really matter. But the higher the time frame, the better. So if you're making like scalp trades on the 15-minute chart, it'll still work the exact same. So we're going to move into, I'm going to go to TradingView and we're going to look at Ethereum. So I'm going to go back to 2018. So we're going to go up here to this icon. We're going to go for the horizontal line. So where can you see in this chart? So right here, this is kind of a nice line of support. So we can just draw in this line here on white. And another line would be here. And we'll say around here. Here. Here and here. So I've drawn in my support and resistance lines. So my first line was down here and the second line was down here. You can see all the different points of consolidation. So any previous points of like a change in the market, a swing, price swing, you can use that either as a resistance or support line. Now, to draw them, you can. Some people like to draw them right on, like on the wicks or right on the closing candle, but it's just a rough indication of where the price swang. Now that you have all your support and resistance lines drawn in, and if you were a trader, you're probably wondering where should I get in on the trade. So, as you can see here, this would be a point of interest. This support line here. So, for example, you could buy on the support line and then sell when it gets to the top of this resistance line. But we'll see how the chart plays out anyway. So we'll just play this here. Okay, so it's coming up to its first resistance line here now. Didn't quite make it just yet. Oh, kissed the resistance and now it's starting to sell off again. So you can see that would have been a perfect time to sell your position. So as you can see, it's coming back up to resistance. Oh, went down, hit the support line. You would have got your entry there and you're hoping for it to break out higher. So it's looking like it's breaking through resistance here. Wait for it to come back to retest. Retested there and yes, it's breaking up now again. So hit the resistance. Oh, it actually broke through. Oh, it's completely breaking out now. See, it broke out the secondary resistance. So you see here, it actually completely broke out through the second one as well too, and the third one, but then it came back all the way nearly to retest this line here. So you see, you're starting to see now how powerful support and resistance line is, especially for getting your entries and your take profit zones. So remember, always like it's always very important to not get overly bullish and just buy when it's just pumping. Always wait for it to come back, retrace and test support. So we'll continue this on now. Yeah, so it's on a wild run here. So I just want to pause that again here. So see, when it broke out of this resistance, or when it broke out this resistance, it broke out. But see, it always came back and wicked back in before going higher again. So it pays to have patience in this market. That's for sure. So yeah, that's just some live price action there. Well, I just replaying old price action, but just to get you familiar of support and resistance lines. And just to the key from this lesson is basically that You buy in support, you sell on resistance, and always when it breaks out through resistance, always wait for a retest of the previous support. And an RS flip is basically resistance turning into support. So in the future, I will be teaching you a trading strategy which would be supply and demand, which incorporates the support and resistance lines. So that's your brief introduction into support and resistance lines. If you enjoyed that video, please go down, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and hit the bell notification icon as well too, so you will be notified for when I post a next video. And I have plenty more of these trading videos to come, and I hope you're enjoying them, and I hope you're starting to learn a little bit, and I'm helping you with that. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.